everyone, welcome to Art for this week. We are going to be looking at famous artists for the next 6 weeks and just drawing on some techniques that these artists can be teaching us and helping us with our art and some of the art projects we're going to be doing at home. So, to start off with, this week we're going to be looking at Rembrandt. Now, there's actually very few famous artists that's just known by one name, and Rembrandt is one of them. Maybe you can think of a few others. Michelangelo is another very famous artist who's just known by one name. So this week we're looking at Rembrandt van Rijn, but most people know him as Rembrandt. He was born in 1606 and he died in 1669. And he was from a country, Holland. He was from Holland, the Netherlands, and he was actually one of 9 children. His dad and his mom were really wealthy, and when he was 15 he actually left school and he decided to become an artist. When he was 19 he actually opened up his own studio, and he was so talented that he became really famous for painting people's portraits. So in those days they never had photography, and if people wanted to have themselves portrayed in picture, they would commission a portrait to be done by an artist. And Rembrandt van Rijn became probably the most famous portrait painter of his time, and he's still to this day the most famous Dutch artist. So the reason actually why we're going to be looking at Rembrandt is because he was so skillful at painting people's faces. And if you have any experience with drawing or painting, to draw somebody's face is actually really complex and complicated, and he was extremely good at capturing people's emotions on their faces. And that's part of the art project for this week, where we're going to be looking at trying to draw faces and trying to capture emotions. Now, Rembrandt's most famous artworks, he didn't only paint portraits, but he also did some biblical stories. Another thing that he actually loved to do was to contrast light and dark, and to have light and shadows in his work. And I'm going to be attaching to this video some of his most famous paintings as well, just to help you guys. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed learning about Rembrandt and that you'll be inspired to try and imitate some of his work. And so for this week we're going to be looking at drawing faces and capturing expressions, and yeah, I wish you happy art project.